Nay.
Hey, Phil. Hey, Phil. Wake up, man.
What the hell, Neil? It's 6 a.m. Can't you just let me sleep in, please?
Yo, you ever think maybe like all this isn't real?
No, Neil. Now I'm gonna go back to sleep, okay?
Hey, Phil, but wait, man. Something weird happened this morning I need to tell you about.
I said I'm going back to sleep.
No, for real. There was like a talking gazebo in the backyard and a horse. I'm serious.
No, Neil, and I don't care. Oh.
Neil, is that you? Neil, what the hell's going on, man? Man, what is this? Is this a dream? Last thing I remember was falling back to sleep, but like I've never had a dream like this. This is crazy, man.
Yo.
The fucking
That's a mood.
Yo.
Yo.
You wouldn't happen to know where I'm at, would you? Or like how I got here or anything?
Yo.
So I guess that means you probably can't tell me how to leave either?
Yo.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty confused right now.
Mood.
Is it really hard to figure out? I mean, you're always a little slow on the update there, aren't you, Phil?
Oh, hey. It's the time being. I didn't recognize you up there all melted and whatnot.
I mean, you ain't gotta lie. I know you ain't never learned how to read an analog clock,
Well,
bro.
that's not true. I just didn't recognize you with the melting and everything. I mean, does this mean I'm like outside of time and space?
I mean, just like I said, you slowed in the mud, Phil. That much should be obvious to you by now.
Okay, well, you got me there, but like, what about this? What is it?
Yeah, that's clearly a Coleman gazebo.
So they exist outside of time and space, and they say yo?
I mean, you could say more, but yo is good enough for the time being.
Look, can you just tell me how to get back to my body, please?
Yeah, I'm afraid that's not my role to play in this sketch, bro. On top of that, I'm on break right now. I mean, why the hell do you think a time being is hanging out outside time and space? Take a hint, Phil, damn. I can't even take a 15-minute break.
Yo.
Wait. What is that behind you?
Oh, that's a horse. Nay.
Could you maybe give me a ride out of here?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, this is definitely not what I was expecting for being outside of time and space. Yo.
Coming to you live from the most inaugurated corner of the internet, it's Late Night with Chill Neil. Tonight, Wednesday, January 20th, we have the only creator that's making earwear suitable for a billionaire's neck, Rachel Caaw. And straight from the heart of the side chick trash void, Princess Friendship herself, Zarah Amity. With special musical guest, Chill Neil. Now, here's your host, Chill Neil. Welcome everybody to another night with your homie Chill Neil. That's right, it's really actually late night. We did not film this hours ago and broadcast it later. This is happening right now in front of you. And it's been a really interesting day. It's been a day that many people have been waiting for many months. I know that I've been looking forward to it myself. Charles Williams smashed that like button. We love to see that. I've been very excited about today. I've been really waiting for it. I know a lot of people have just been kind of like sitting in angst, just looking forward to this date. And I mean, what can I say? It's our 10th episode. It is a really exciting day. I felt like that this will be a day that, you know, should be lauded in history. You know, I feel like there should be celebrations. Maybe like Lady Gaga should have come on the show or something. I don't know. I couldn't get Lady Gaga, but either way, this is a very exciting day. I want to check in with the chat. Let's see who we have out there. Duggan Nash, Jack Doherty, smash that like button. John Smith, Earth Dragon Puke Productions. Damn, that's a whole real name. I see Josh in the audience. What's up, everybody in the chat? Oh, Val. What's up, Val? Thank you all for tuning in tonight. This is going to be a very great show. We have a lot of great things planned for you. Most importantly, we have some really great guests planned for you. I want to go ahead and just introduce our first guest. Everybody give a warm welcome to Rachel Caaw. Rachel, welcome to the show. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, Phil.
Damn.
Hi, Neil.
You look amazing.
I'm doing all right.
Phil is
Thank
not
you.
here tonight. Phil had to go into the side chick trash void. I think he's still working his way back on the horse. Like he's traveling on a horse with no name.
Yeah. He needs to negotiate with some time crystals.
I believe that that's probably exactly what he's doing right now. I think it's very possible. All right, well, look, this is coming off of last week's show. I have a very important question I have to ask you before we can do anything. I need to know, are you Cool Ranch or Nacho Cheese?
Oof, I'm sorry. I'm in the Packies Mafia.
Packies Mafia? Tackies Mafia?
Yeah.
Wait, but they have flavors too. What flavor do you...
They do. They have a spicy cheese flavor. I think it's like a lemon zest or something.
So it is cheese. You said cheese. If it's got the lemon, the citrus zest, I can understand that. It's starting to get into the Cool Ranch with the zest, but you know, we are Nacho Cheese gang on the show here. I don't know if you know that.
I'm aware.
Actually, that's not entirely true. We had almost our entire writer's room was divided by this. In fact, half was Cool Ranch and half was Nacho Cheese. It was a big deal. We're still working on it. There's something related that I would like to know personally. When it comes to pickles, do you prefer spears, halves, or holes?
Holes all the way, especially the ones you get from the gas station in the bag.
Yeah.
Heaven.
Are they like the hot pickles though, when they're in the bag like that?
You can get them hot. You can get them sweet. As long as you can slide it out of the bag and into your mouth, I'm in.
Absolutely.
I'm involved.
You just have to have the right amount of release. Well, that's good to hear because, you know, I honestly, before I would have asked you this, you know, maybe even last week, it's that recent, I was in the Spears gang. But then I got holes, and honestly, I'm not going to lie. All you have to do is slice them, and they're fresher, crisper. You can have spears or holes all from the same jar. I feel...
Yeah, all you need is a knife.
It's a very much lost opportunity. They just need to stop spears and halves altogether. Like, what are they selling? Knife skills?
I think some people like it mushy.
Mushy?
Yeah, I can't relate to them, but I think they like it mushy.
Wow, that's a whole different perspective I never thought about. Because, like, I don't like a mushy. I think I like the convenience of being able to, you know, have the skin only one side, you know, like a apple slice or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like an infant child can't chew on the skin. That's, you know, people that don't want to eat the whole probably have something, like, the taste needs to mature, I think. I'm challenging y'all. Holes is where it's at. Or bag pickles, possibly.
Bag pickles, and in some gas stations.
The chat is
you can
really
get
on
the
the bag
bag
pickles.
sausage.
Bag sausage?
Bag sausage to go along with the bag pickles, but you can't find that at every gas station.
God damn, I can't think of a gas station I found bag sausage. So you're going to have to tell me where to hit the gas stations in Colorado for bag sausage. That's new to
Well,
me.
I would have to leave the house.
Yeah, that's a big hurdle. That's not really probably going to happen. I mean, sometimes it does. The other day I did hit the gas station, but I didn't go inside. Well, you and I was alluding to the fact that we are actually in a, semi-local space together. But, I came to know you, like most people on the show, through the world of memes, which is weird and crazy to me. Like, I think we have a mutual friend in Denver that, I think at some point our homie Ross was talking about you were like a meme
Oh.
queen or something. And I was like, who is a meme queen? And then we became friends after that. But I'm like curious, like, because now that I've gotten to know you, how did you find your world? How did you find your way into this world of memes and stuff?
Well, I don't make memes.
I know that, but you do though in some ways. Like, it depends on your definition of a meme. I think in some ways you do. Like
Yeah, I try to incorporate meme ideas into what I make. Um, but I think I got into this kind of community through Ulm, which was it still is a terrible place.
Is it still there, or did it
Um,
get taken?
yeah, it's still there,
Okay.
and it is and always will be a terrible place. But I think it was like an interesting way for me to see meme ideas put into practice in different ways. Um, yeah, and I also met a whole bunch of people through there, internet people.
Absolutely. So that's kind of, for me, the thread that ties all the people on the show together is that we kind of have come from all these disparate places, and we kind of connected through whatever you call it, shit posting or whatever. I mean, some of your stuff you were posting today about the Joe Biden with the text, not Joe Biden, but it was Trump, like leaving a letter to Joe Biden was hilarious. And that's a form of a meme
Yeah.
to me. I mean, just like a screen cap of some text in this, I don't know.
Well, that's a Sopranos thing. That was a Sopranos meme.
Oh, damn. Spoiler alert. Sorry, everybody. If y'all hadn't seen The Sopranos yet, I didn't know. Sorry, my bad. I'm still on, I think I'm on season 5. I got, 20 years. I do like a season every 5 years or so. So I got to play catch up with y'all. Well, speaking of.
Well, by the time you finish it, your kid will be old enough to watch.
Damn, I like that. Then I can do a rewatch with her as she goes on and, grows up, has her own family. We'll watch The Sopranos together, season 2, when she has her first kid. And I don't know. I love The Sopranos. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I missed out. I should have been watching it. Like, I don't know where I was at, y'all. I was probably watching the Chappelle Show, or was that actually still years after? I feel like that was a few years after, honestly. Or maybe no.
I mean, I was a child. I wasn't going to be watching The Sopranos.
I was like I think I was 16 when The Sopranos came on, so that would have been to me like the last show I would have watched. Because honestly, when I watch Sopranos now, I look back at it, it's like if you just caught a scene without like paying attention, it looks like it could be softcore porn or something. Like the decor and shit,
Yeah.
like the columns, the like 3:3 aspect ratio TVs and shit everywhere, but they're like the biggest
Yeah.
versions that you could get.
All the unenthusiastic strippers all the time.
And they're obligatory in every episode. Almost. Bada Bing has got to be there in almost every episode. I still have no regrets. I'm going to catch up on this show. But let's get back to the point. When I was bringing up memes, I've made sure to wear my, I don't know if the audience can see it. This is my burger bolo right here. And it actually has a shark on it as well. And to me, that just like encompasses probably the reason that we became friends, is because you were taking these kind of ideas and making designs and making jewelry and art and bolos. How did you ever decide to like take the, whatever you want to call it, the meme ideas and bring them down into designs and make, different types of jewelry with them in the resin art?
Well, I can't get them out of my head. Like, I dreamt about shrimp for probably 6 months. Not every night, but frequently enough that I was dreaming about shrimp. And I got to get that out of my head in one way or another. And my way was to draw probably 200 very small shrimp and embed them into jewelry. And now I don't dream about shrimp anymore.
That's amazing. I have to eat to me to get them out of my head. I have to eat so many shrimp. I get iodine poisoning, and then they finally leave my brain. But no, I feel like you've had such a trajectory, and like I really loved. There was a whole series of like different things with the shrimp and the sharks and the burgers and different little designs that you embedded. And now you're doing some bigger things. In fact, I'm glad I'm bringing it up so I can remember to get your slideshow on. So yeah, this is
yes.
the you just unmolded these today, correct?
I did on a live stream that I wasn't sure I was going to do today, but I've had a lot of nervous energy today leading up to this, so I wanted to get it out somehow. So I did a live stream demolding these.
Damn. So, people should definitely be watching the demolding. I think this is a very like a ASMR type of situation. But your designs are really next level. Like I see what goes into the resin. I need to watch more of these streams because when I see the finished product, I'm just imagining the process. But I think I would really enjoy watching it. So are you on Twitch right now?
Yeah, I'm on Twitch right now. And honestly, I don't think the live streams are that interesting to watch. I probably wouldn't watch them unless I was trying to fall asleep. Because it's a very slow process, sometimes spread out over a couple days. So I'm planning to do supercuts of all the more interesting parts.
There's Jeff.
Themed. Oh, there's my cat. Yeah. I'm surprised he's not bothering me right now.
Yeah,
he likes
we need
to jump
get
up
Jeff
on my desk.
The show.
Yeah, I'm not going to go wake him up.
Oh,
but
no, absolutely do not do that. Well, I love the resin art. But I also love one of your greatest hits that I would love to talk about for just a moment is the guillotine earrings. I think that was such a clever idea. And to me, it seemed like it was one that, really resonated with so many people in the last couple of years. It was the vibe, how did you arrive at that idea? And then tell us about the production too. I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, well, I was doing a market approaching Bastille Day, and I was trying to come up with something unique for the market that was kind of in line with my own ideals and aesthetics, and that was my first idea. So then I just started improving it until I got sick of making it, and that's where I've been at for a while. I'm just sick of making them.
I bet.
But I'm gonna start doing a live stream in February, first week of February. I'm gonna start doing live streams on how to make those.
Oh shit!
And then those exact ones out of wood, and then I'll of course edit that down into a YouTube tutorial, and then I have a new version in the works, and then I'll live stream how to make that and turn that into a YouTube video. So.
I like it. It's like you're open sourcing the design when you get sick of making
it. Absolutely. And not just when I get sick of making it, but I think that's something I wish a lot more traditional world artists would incorporate into their style, is adapting from the meme world, where you put something out there into the world and people will take it and run with it. They'll adapt it, they'll add to it, they'll change it, they'll probably steal it. But that's part of the process of the meme world, is you put your art out there and let it do what it will.
Damn. I love
that.
And
I love the idea of incorporating that into different kind of art styles and the more analog art styles.
It's more rare in the analog world than it is, like you say, in the digital world. It's part of the culture almost, is that it, that's what the word meme, I guess, comes from, is that whole, idea, the genome thing, where things just get picked up and if they work, they go on, and you can't even call it stealing it because that's how that idea progresses,
Yeah.
So I think that's amazing. I can't wait to see those streams. I probably won't make a guillotine earring myself, but I would be absolutely fascinated. I imagine you could even boil that down into a TikTok if you wanted to, where you just had
they're super easy to make. The materials are really cheap. They're the perfect project for grassroots DIY kind of vibes, especially making something that's a really recognizable symbol for people to commiserate over and start conversations about.
Oh, Well, you know what? Speaking of that same idea, people getting into these kind of crafts, I feel like the resin trend has been very big since the pandemic started. I've seen so many people trying to get into resin. I feel like there's so many pitfalls and dangers that, if people have never done it before, they could get in, to vapors and breathing in dust and different things. If you could give like just a tiny little, starter guide to people getting into resin right now, what advice might you give?
Well, I'd say find a mold you like. Um, don't buy one from one of those like ads that's a starter kit for $20 because it's mostly garbage. Um, get a good mold release, find a good resin. Expensive isn't necessarily better. If you want your project to be quick, go ahead and get UV resin, which sets via light rather than the chemical process of two-part resins, and then just like try it out. The worst thing that can happen is that you mess it up and you have to start over.
And that's the whole lesson of life in this show and everything is that I think you and I were talking earlier in the green room about how you got to fail probably twice at something before you start to feel good and confident about it. So I guess that goes even from memes to resin art. It all applies and in late night talk shows. Well, Rachel.
Well, now you're on episode 10, so
we're only slightly less, nervous than we were the first time, but we have evolved. We have more than 5 frames. That's probably the most notable thing. Rachel, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I'm really, really glad to connect with you on the internet and share some time together like this. Make sure everybody looks up Rachel at Resistance is Tactile. I just got your Instagram. Is there any other important place you'd like for people to be looking for you? Like, what's your Twitch?
Yeah, I'm a Rachel Caaw on Twitch, and I'm Rachel Caaw on TikTok.
Yes. And somebody just shared the stream because of that. So, hey, y'all stay tuned. We have a short commercial break, and we're going to have another guest, our friend Zarah Amity, on the show. Thanks again for being here, Rachel. I hope you have a great night.
Yeah. Thank you, Neil.
And we'll be right back, y'all.
The Michelson Cheese Shave Club, where my wife shaves you with cheese.
Ooh, yeah.
Please, let my wife shave you. This is my family's only income. Every day I wake up and wonder how I can feed my children.
Oh, yeah.
Join the Michelson Cheese Shave Club today.
時計が遅い、苦しみが生まれます。光は隣人です。純粋な心。動脈を越えて、静脈の下。私の心を。ダイエットスプロンク。よく過ごした時間。
Welcome back, everybody. It is another night, late night with you and Neil. We're having a great time. I just want to point out, if you're looking down at the bottom of the screen, we have a new tip jar on Ko-Fi. I don't know how to say it. But yeah, if you'd like to support the show, we've had a Patreon for a long time. We'd love for you to get on Patreon. We have a subscription going for $1 or $2 a month. If you get in there at $1, you can get in our Discord. $2 gets you in the credits of the show. None of that really matters because we're not doing this for money, but I've tried to incorporate the model of, putting that out there because it would be nice. But to get back on track here, we have another bit we're going to share with you. This is from our same friends that did something that we thought was called Planet Planet Earth, but it was actually called Planet Girth, which is interesting. I didn't expect, from these people to do a kind of a documentary about thick animals, but they said they got something else for us that they worked up. It's marine life based, and they said they're going to dial it back a little bit. So let's go ahead and check out this skit from the homies that did Planet Girth. Let's check this out.
Why, hello there. I am Heinz Naubschlabber. Come with me, as my crew and we dive deep into the depths of the ocean. We have found many marvelous things waiting for you. So we would love for you to join us today as we explore the enigmas that the deep blue sea has to offer. Come, please, come. Today we marvel at the wondrous life found within our oceans. Much of it is both luscious and sultry. The many questions we ask ourselves are often left unanswered. But what do we know is that the ocean creatures looking fine as hell. How these life forms evolve and exist underwater is very enchanting and beautiful. They live in such a way none of us could ever imagine. The sea turtle with its hard shell, making me hard myself. I think I got half a chub going just looking at it. Our dive team has spent tireless hours combing the ocean for aquatic feet pigs, or rather fin pigs as they are known on the boat. And as my dive team and I embark on our journey, I cannot help but be filled with immense joy and warmness in my nether regions. On our dive, we came across the large school of dark blue hornyfish. That's right, these little buggers are some of the horniest saltwater fish on the planet. Good thing we're observing from inside a cage, or as I like to call it, the horny jail. Here we can see Reinhardt, my videographer and photographer, capturing the octopus, often known as the fleshlight of the sea. Sometimes we are forced to observe the dangerous nature of the sea. Here we see a great white devour a seal in just one bite, just like I like to devour the booty hole. We hope he does not choke, unless he's into that. No kink shaming in the open ocean. Bioluminescence flourishes at these depths, where the light rarely penetrates the darkness. Their growing cells, much like little shining sea boners, rise through the occasion and pierce through the darkness. Here we see the sexy coral glowing, hoping to attract its passerbys. With such a sultry sight, they just might cream their wetsuit. I know I just did. The ocean, such a beautiful and wondrous place we have seen today. The erotic life aquatic. Come with me.
Wow. Okay. The erotic life aquatic, that was not what we agreed upon before that sketch rolled, but let's go ahead and introduce our next guest. Zarah Amity, welcome to the show. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well, Chill Neil. How are you?
Pretty great. That sketch kind of was a little bit different vibes than I was expecting, but I'm still good.
Yeah, I was feeling it though.
I mean, the horny fish was a new one to me. I'd never seen a horny fish before.
Well, maybe one day.
They all exist in all the species.
Exactly.
Fish, humans.
You gotta go looking for it.
Well, right off the bat, I have a very important question for you. I need to know what color Skittle is the best color Skittle?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Do they actually taste different? I mean, if I'm not sure even, but I would probably say green, but I'm not even sure if it tastes different than any of them. But it's just like a good tasting.
I like
color.
that. That was a very honest answer. You could have, you could have staked your claim.
They might actually taste different. I'm not sure, but it might just be in your head. I'm not totally sure.
Well, that's why this is such an important question. You actually, kind of explored all the different realms of why that question is important, because are they the same? Are they different? Is one better than the other depending on what you believe? Nobody knows.
I mean, it's just subjective like anything else.
I mean, I think the red ones are the best personally, and I don't think that's subjective.
It's not a bad. That's not a bad answer. I was thinking that first, but it might be the green.
Well, another important question that I just got to get. We got to get through this real quick before we dig into some more important things. But now that Joe Biden is the president of the United States, do you think Arby's is going to make a comeback this year?
I mean, I think they've been making comeback for several years. I think they're just going to keep going strong. They have the meat.
You would say Arby's is not needing to make any comebacks. They've already been on top.
Yeah, no. They never left.
Might Arby's suffer now that Trump is no longer president? Is that a possibility?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a possibility.
If they have the meats,
it's like that cowboy hat. I mean, it could be stigmatized.
It is possible. These are important things. Everybody, keep your eye on Arby's stocks. We're exploring these issues for you so that you know whether or not to invest. Anyway, now that we've asked some important questions, I'd love to know. I came to know you through. I'm very happy with your conveniently placed pillow for the side chick trash void back there because
it's actually it's just pronounced psychic.
No.
It just got a K on it.
It can't possibly be. It has the K at the end.
But well, the K is a magic number. It's the 11th letter of the alphabet. That's why like magic with a K, and it's psychic with a K.
I feel like this is one of those chest of drawers
type
situations. You say chest of drawers, but I say it's chest of drawers by Chester. I
mean, you could also just say psychic. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I think anyone's fine. It's again, it's subjective.
That's how I grew up. It was pronounced side chick trash void when I was growing up in my childhood. That's all I could say about that. But really, that's how I came to know you. I think it's an amazing community. But before that, you had your own page, I binge watch Friends on my Psychic TV, which I know there's a lot of overlap with the band and stuff. But like, how did you get in? I want to know before we get into the band relations. Like, how did you just get into memes yourself?
Well, I mean, it's so how I got into memes is I mean, I never was on Facebook or doing much with memes or anything until I saw a bunch of meme pages and memes that I liked in probably, I don't know, 2016, 2017. And I made my page in 2017 because I kind of wanted to, I wanted to get in on that. But I was like, what do I needed a topic, I wanted it to be thematic and I had known Genesis Purge from Psychic TV and Throb and Gristle for, I mean, I guess 4 years at that point. And it's I know everything you need to know about Psychic TV, and I wanted to make that constructive. So, I decided to make fun of it. And then Jen was friends with me on Facebook, so Jen would share all my stuff. And then that's how I got a decent little following pretty immediately. And so that's what I just decided to keep going with it. But I wasn't involved with the meme community that I am now then. So it was more just the people that like the band.
Well, see, that's what I love so much about getting to talk to y'all in, a face-to-face, not real life face-to-face, but our faces on screens versus our text on screen is I've learned so much about where people come into these communities together. It was such a different place for every single person, and to me that I don't know, I love to hear that because it's I feel in the community, the meme group that is making very niche memes, which I feel your group is fostered that in me, has gotten me more into niche memes. I feel the people that make that care less about clout, but the clout is what helps to carry, your whatever it is, your meme, your thing you're making out to other people, and you connect even if you don't.
Yeah, I mean go on.
That's it. I mean, I was prompting you to tell me more of that.
Yeah, no, it's as far as that goes, it's just you need something to bounce off of to make you feel like you want to keep doing it and stuff like that. So when I met Jen, I met the drummer from Psychic TV, Ed Lee, and he became my best friend. And I got to know a lot of the people around the band. And so it was a communal thing. And that's what Psychic TV always kind of was. They had the Temple of Psychic Youth back in the day, which is Jen's little cult. And it's just Jen's whatever, but like, and like was always an inspiration, but it was always the people around her and stuff like that that made it more meaningful. So it's like that's like, so eventually that's why I made the group. But like when I had the page, I had a lot of people who helped me. Like, so like I started it
So
in the
this is
beginning, and then
the binge watching friends page. Is that correct?
yeah, like it wasn't just me. There, like, so the first person I brought in was my friend. Their name on Facebook is Non Him,
Oh yeah, what's up?
and like, yeah, and they have a page called E Prime Trauma Posting also, and like they're like my best friend in real life. Like they live in the area now, and like we've like, we see each other like pretty much every week. It's like they're one of my friends who like, I actually do see. Like a lot of people are just, people I know on the internet.
That's
But
very relatable that you could have one person in real life that you connect with, and all the rest are.
they're also one of the first people one of the first friends I made from doing all of this. So it's like, it's interesting that they're one of the first people I meet, and they're still one of the closest people like to me. And then after that, we brought in my friend Jay Nada, and they are one of the, like, I trust Jay and Al, who I'll talk about next. Is like they know each other in real life too, and they live over in California. So I haven't met them, but Non has, and I just trust them with like everything. Like they've just been with me since the beginning, and Al ended up basically pretty much after about a year, I kept on making things, but there was a point where like I wasn't making stuff as much, and for a while, I mean, it was basically Al's page. I mean, Al put like so much work into things, so like there's like the group wasn't just me either, but like neither was the page. And Al has a record label, like multimedia project that he's doing now called Irregular AV, which you can go to irregularav.com or to Facebook. It's Al and other people doing different multimedia works, which is awesome. And then still with the page Inge Marie on Facebook, which is just a big influence with me. It's carried over to the group. It's Inge has taught me a lot. Just Inge is a person who's got me to read books and stuff like that, which I don't always do.
That is a good thing. I don't read books at all. I pretty much only read my Facebook scrolling these days. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But that's why I love folks that are doing the kind of things that y'all do. I mean, and honestly, I'm very excited to learn about how many more people are involved, because, I get to know y'all from different perspectives, and people think, we need to connect on the show, and I can only do so much to know y'all, and then I become even more deeply enveloped in the community by talking to you like this. And now, a lot of the weirdest thing that happens to me every time I do these things is that I know people, but I don't know the pages like that they're connected to the person. Like the activities that people do, they don't always have.
That's kind of fun for me though. Like sometimes I know too much, and it's like that's still fun, but like sometimes I know I could ask that, who runs this page, and I could probably find out, but sometimes, like, why would I go through the trouble? It's
yeah,
fun.
I think in a passive, just kind of, letting the art come to you kind of way, that is the way. You shouldn't be like up people's butt about, well, who made this, if they want to present it that way. But I don't know, it's weird to be able to like create this forum together where we're going to talk about it right now. Because, now I want to hit all these people up to be on the show. So if y'all, if you're watching right now, just, keep that in mind perhaps. But, okay, so one thing that's very important to me is with the Trash Void, the thing, I didn't always get the jokes because I am honestly an outsider in a lot of ways when I started to get to know y'all. But the community is so positive. It's so rare that so many people, regardless of if you're inside the joke or not. I feel like inside jokes can be biting or they can be inviting.
Like the Coleman gazebo. It's like that's like a real insidey joke. Like there's no real fun. There's nothing like there's like I've tried to explain that to people, and it's like it's not I can't explain to you why that's funny, but for a while it was a very endearing meme, and I mean that I can track that back. That was a person who I posted a GIF where it was a gazebo in a hurricane that got like picked up, and it was floating down the street, and it was just kind of going.
I definitely remember.
And then like I posted in the group, and it was just like, I'm about to head out, kind of like caption, and then someone commented, their name was Rob. I won't like dox them, but but I remember who it was, and they were like, "That's a Coleman." Like they said, like the model gazebo, whatever. They did the metadata for like wrote metadata for like Coleman and like a couple other companies or something like that. And they just like they knew that was the Coleman gazebo, and then I kind of just got obsessed with the Coleman gazebo and made a bunch of memes, and then a bunch of other people did the same thing.
I love the
and that's fun.
Absolutely, that's the most fun. Is that the thing doesn't have to have much more energy than the energy that it brings you together for some reason. Like next week we're gonna have Galvano. Shout outs Galvano. He was in the opening sketch, and like. Just he could see something and make it into a thing, and then everybody's gonna make 3 like the mustard sandwiches with writing somebody's name on it. Well, 10 more people did something similar after that, and I just think that I think that it's hard to boil it
Val
down.
does the same thing.
What's that?
Val does the same
Yes, absolutely.
thing.
And it's almost like forced memes,
snowball
but it's different. Like forced memes can go
Yeah.
so many different ways, as we've discussed recently. And I don't know. I just think it's great, man. I think what everybody's doing in the group, it feels good. And I was honestly propelled to this point by the things that were happening in that community. So I'm very grateful to have, been a small part and just to get to know y'all. It's been very enjoyable. So thank you.
Sure.
Before, I don't want to wrap it up quite yet because you started something new in 2020 with the Edging on Company Time page. Like, I remember when you started it, you were kind of talking about you hadn't started anything new in a while, and then this kind of like, I felt like it came out very, very strong. Like, what inspired you to do that?
So it came out strong, and then I kind of conked out. It was kind of when I started doing the shirts and stuff, and it's like I got really focused on it, and then but I'm not really doing it to make money, or it's just like it just depends on my mood, and so it's like I got I made a lot of memes about accelerationists and stuff around that time. I was making fun of accelerationists and like the demiurge.
Speaking of which,
there's a couple like
memes up here for everybody.
themes I was going for. And they kind of it's just a mood I had. So I just kind of ran with it.
I appreciate.
While those are up, I wanna name off a few more people while I have the time.
Shout outs, go for it.
Shout out. So I got Jarvis Halfpenny. They got some new music. They're doing Hexer, Hexrr. That's their new project. They were with me since the beginning in the page too. Got Sunwax Ariel. We got the Sunwax Ariel OG Friends group. You should join that group on the Facebook. Yeah, it's got all the Sunwax's friends. James McCree. Everybody knows James McCree, always angry acting things. He's actually a sweetheart. Love James McCree. Cora Morrow. One of my good friends does music as Haunted Pixel and also does really cool drawings. We got Ryan and Nikki Monty. They have been with me for a long time and love them. Crier Jin. We got Melly Goose and Crier Jin. I actually met Crier Jin in real life. Good person. Melly Goose and Kai Carlson they do the Interdimensional Clown Collective. And are both of my mods. The Clown Collective is a big staple of the group. We love them. Marbles and Mara, they have their band Thought Crime and Alien Heart Records that they do. They're one of my mods. Jay Hain from She Put NyQuil in Her Butt. They're with me. We got Gwen Maraschino, Stacy, Claire Cessna, Crate Whitaker, and Deirdre Sullivan, and that's everybody who does the psychic.
Hell yeah, that was amazing. We're gonna have to have a whole nother show just to come back and revisit some of this, I think. But I'm gonna.
Oh, and one last thing. One of our admins is organizing a fundraiser for the Kurdish equivalent of the Red Cross using leftist neo-folk music. If you like neo-folk music and you're a leftist, you can find out more at Left Folk, just Left Folk, on Instagram. The fundraiser's in March, but they have some music and stuff, and that's in good stuff.
All right, everybody, you got your homework to do. Let's see. Somebody just smashed the like button.
You can rewind and try and catch everything.
The good news is you'll be able to, watch this back again anytime. As soon as the stream's over, you can go back and take notes. In fact, I'm having some of the folks that you named on the show in the future, and I'm going to get more of them even after this, too. So thank you for filling me in. If I didn't already know, they're going to be on the show.
Big list.
All right, well, a couple things before we wrap this up. I do want to shout out next week. We do have Galvano Escobatara.
Oh, that's gonna be that's a great lineup.
As well as Bob Slocum are going to be on the show, and we're going to do our first show since the inception, where we're going to have 2 guests on at one time. We'll start with Galvano, and then we'll bring Bob Slocum on and do it like our, in the classic late night style, where the guests can stick around on the couch if they want. But I did want to just give you one more pop quiz question. If you could ask Coleman Gazebo just one question, now that we've made contact, we've spoken, we know they can say more than yo. If you could ask one question of Coleman Gazebo, what would it be?
Yeah, I guess, something about, what he likes. What does he do? What are his dreams?
That's 3 questions.
What gets him through the day? What gets him out of bed? What are his motivations? I guess that's too many questions, but I could probably boil it down into one question. Just kind of what do you like? What do you love?
I like it. You would not make small talk with Coleman Gazebo.
I don't know much about the gazebo. There's so much I could project onto him that you just I need to get some kind of core to work with. You're gonna have to get my
your
bearings.
time could be very limited with Coleman Gazebo, so you do have to get right to it. You have to dig deep and find the connection point. Well, Zarah, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. It was it's truly a pleasure. I feel like we don't have enough time. I could have done a whole episode just digging into the community, so thank you for taking the time to represent the homies like this. It's been a beautiful experience.
Thanks for having me on. It's been a pleasure.
Well, hey, everybody, we'll be right back with a special musical guest, Chill Neil. That's right, me. Stay tuned right after this break. Zarah, thank you again. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, Chill Neil. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Course, test 1 2. It's been a minute since we've did this music thing. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We've had some great guests. Sorry about the lack in the mic there for a second, but I'm very glad to just relax and play some music for y'all. So thank you to the guests, Rachel. Thank you, Zarah. and let's just vibe for a moment. What's up, homies? fantastic to share some time with you, to get to know all of you better, to get in each other's zone, to love each other in a new way than we did before tonight. So I hope you'll tune in next week. We got some great people gonna be on the show. Until then, y'all know where to find me. Right here, Wednesday nights, 11:30 p.m. EST. Love you all. Have a great night. That's our show for tonight. Good night. Hey, y'all. I'm back. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I'm about to go get on my computer. Cause you know I'm extremely online. When I get online, I'm very online. Cause when I get online, I'm extremely online. Yeah, you know when I get online, I'm very online. Cause when I get online, I'm extremely online.
When I get online, I post a lot, roast a lot. It's clutch, baby. I smoke too much, maybe. Ain't been canceled lately, must not be too crazy right now. Toast a lot, don't own a lot. On my phone a lot. In the parking lot where I work, eating jerk chicken and churning on a hurdy-gurdy. Lord only knows where I got it. I wanted to impress the people on their way to work. Well, the mids pen hits a little harder today, and the kids only give a shit about what you say. If you say it in a tweet, screen capped on Instagram, smash a pack of hams and include it in your meme aesthetic. It's copacetic, it's a dialectic. It's a fat bowl of mids on Saturday, playing Sega. It's whatever, it's nothing special. It's beep beep lettuce.
When I get online, I'm very online. Cause when I get online, I'm extremely online. Yeah, you know when I get online, I'm very online. Cause when I get online, I'm extremely online. Ever since day one when I logged in, and then I never logged out. Yeah, you know I just kept on making every single type of social media account. And I really didn't want a MySpace, and then I didn't want a Facebook, and then I didn't want a Twitter, but now I use them all, and you know I can't quit them. I got a problem. I'm like Jake Gyllenhaal, and the internet is my Heath Ledger. I've been addicted since AOL, and I haven't been getting any better. You know I go from the desktop straight to the smartphone, cause I can't stop. Internet ass so fast, man, my keyboard's pop. All I wanna do is lay down and see it all. keep scrolling till my eyelids drop. When I get online, I'm very online. Cause when I get online, I'm extremely online. Yeah, you know when I get online, I'm very online. Cause when I get online, I'm extremely online.